Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Ascalise, the inventress. My business is Inventing A to Z. At Inventing A to Z, I work with clients to take their products from concept to fruition, from a napkin idea all the way to the marketplace and everything in between, the right way. If you want to contact me, email me, lisa@inventingatoz.com. My website, inventingatoz.com. Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Ascalise, the inventress. Welcome to my podcast. Hi, everybody. This is Lisa Ascalise, the inventress, CEO and founder of Inventing A to Z. Welcome to the Inventress Podcast. Well, today I'm very, very excited because I have a phenomenal woman on the call with us today. She is CEO and founder of Ollie May Customs, CEO and founder and inventor of the Grommets stamp. You know who I'm talking about. If you don't know, you will very soon. Welcome to my podcast, Val James. How are you?
Hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm fine.
Good. Oh, my God. I'm so excited to have you on our podcast finally. It's been a minute since we've been working together.
Yes, it has been, but I'm enjoying it. I have enjoyed every step of the way.
So let's tell everybody a little bit about you, Val. When I say Ollie May Customs, let's talk about what that means.
Well, Ollie May basically started, I named it after my mom. She passed away in 2018. And she was the one person who taught me everything. When my siblings were outside playing and running around, my mom, she was making everything. And she used to make curtains. And I was a little girl. I was just so curious. I just wanted to know what she was doing, how she was doing it. And you could see her. She would light up when I asked her questions, and she'd tell me. Mm-hmm. So she taught me how to sew and stuff like that. So I'm doing all of this in honor of her.
Oh, good for you. So now you sew. I know that you make curtains, and you had some difficulties with creating curtains that had grommet holes, right? Like, right. What was your issue with and we'll tell everybody in a minute. We'll give them a sneak preview of what the product is without giving it all away, because we're still in the process, right, of getting it all completed.
Right. Okay. Yep, we are.
So let's tell your story about the issues you had with sewing.
Okay, so basically, I was trying to make some curtains for my apartment, and it had these big, huge windows where the curtains, was. I live in an old building, and so it was converted, so the windows were unusually large. So I just, the only way to get those curtains was I would have to order them and get them done that way. And that would have been a lot of money that, I wasn't trying to, pay extra for. So I decided, okay, I can make these. I mean, it was a little while since Mom taught me, but I remember I could do this. I have a sewing machine. I can make these. But I wanted some with, like, grommets in them. Mm-hmm. So I looked online everywhere. I was like, okay, let me find a tool and just how do you attach grommets to curtains. And I just went online. I was looking and I couldn't find anything. And it was I'm like, oh my God. And anything that I did find, it was way more than what I wanted to do as far as making curtains.
Right.
I just wanted easy. I just wanted it to make it easy. Mm-hmm. So that's how I came up with this idea.
And it's fantastic. It's brilliant, and I can't wait till we can talk about it in detail. But we're going to refrain from doing that for now.
Yeah.
Because as I said, we are in the process, and I just want to say I'm so proud of you for sticking with me and staying the course and just being brave enough to do it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'm really grateful to you for helping me and everything like that. I know that, like, when I first, this was something I never did before. I was stepping out of my box, you know, when I went online and I researched you, because I was out there like trying. I just wanted to do this, because then it became a little bit of a mission for me after I couldn't find that tool that I wanted. It became a mission for me, and I decided, I need help, and I had it in my head, but I could not find it anywhere. And so I was like, okay, I can't believe no one created this. So that's where I am at now. I'm like, I'm going to create it.
I love it. You don't see it, it's in your head. Why not invent it?
Exactly.
So let's take it from that journey. I mean, because I believe you reached out to me in what? Was it
2017? So, yes, in 2017, after going to other people right away, like, I went to other people with this idea, and they were just like, it was not good.
You mean companies?
My money.
You went to other companies.
Other companies, and they were taking my money. They did not help me at all. It was really bad. And so I thought, I saw you on YouTube, and you were doing these interviews and everything, and so I just watched one video after another, and just, like, you know, just studied and just, like, listened to you. And it just, like, you just felt familiar to me. It's just like, awesome. I was like, okay, like, I trust her. I don't know what it was about you, but I said, okay, I can trust her. And awesome. So therefore, like, I called you in 2017. I made the phone call, and you picked up the phone. And so I was not expecting that. I was not expecting you to pick up the phone. I was like, I don't know. I think I was maybe expecting a secretary or assistant to the secretary, but
oh, that's great.
I was not expecting you to pick up the phone, and I definitely wasn't ready. I was not ready to talk to you. Like, I was wanting at least maybe get a voicemail. I don't know, but
that is the funniest thing ever.
So what I did was I was talking to you. You were telling me what you do, giving me a description. And then I just was, like, freaking out behind you. You didn't know this, but I was freaking out. I was like, oh, my God. Like, I was not ready. I mean, I wanted to I took the step. I stepped out of the box, and I made that call, and that was amazing. My first step towards this wonderful journey that we're on right now. But then after that, I didn't speak to you again until early 2019. It was after my mom had passed.
Oh, yeah.
In 2018.
So sorry about that.
Yeah, and then I had to go through my grief and everything. And then my daughter came to me, my 19-year-old. She was, younger than that. Of course, I was 17. And she was like, Mom, what about the Grommets stamp? And what are you doing about that? And
the child shall lead the way.
Yeah. And because I completely threw it to the side. I was breathing. I didn't want to talk about it. And she was like, Mom, come on, like, because I didn't want to get out of bed. It was my mom.
Yes,
my mom,
of course. That's rough.
And I didn't want to get out of bed. And she was like, she's the one who was like, Mom, come on. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Wow.
She's like, what about the Grommets stamp? You have that. You have that. Why don't you do it? And she bothered me. Well, she didn't really bother me, but she kept after me about that Grommets stamp until I made that call.
I love it.
To you. Yeah. And I called you up, and this time I was better prepared for you to answer the phone. And I was like, I know she's going to answer the phone this time.
So you had to be prepared?
Yes, I had to get prepared.
That's so
Because I was
funny.
still nervous. I was still nervous about it. I wasn't sure. I mean, you helped me in a lot of ways that I don't even think you understand that you did.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I was so, like, had no confidence whatsoever.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't believe you. Like, you are very motivational.
Thank you.
Motivational Mondays. But before Motivational Mondays, I didn't even know, like, you don't even know what
Wow.
you like done for me.
Well, oh my gosh, I am so happy to hear that, Val. That's the whole thing. I think it was, I know you were nervous, and there's every reason to be starting out. When you don't know the terrain, you don't know the journey, you're walking into a dark space. Like, how do you know what's next? Who do you trust? How do I trust this person on the other end of the phone? You know, how do you do that?
And you made it so simple and easy. When I called you back this second time, you were just like, you know, talk to me like you're my, you know, like I'm your family, like I'm your friend, like someone, you know, because I was stuttering even. I think you had to calm me down. You're like, okay, it's okay. Talk to me like I'm a friend, like I'm your family. And then and that's what did it for me.
Oh, man,
you know,
that's
I was
great.
like, okay, she gave me permission to talk to her like she's my sister right now. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and I am your sister. I mean, this is how work ethic is. You know, you don't talk down to anyone, you talk with. You don't speak to or at, you speak with. And that, I believe that's all makes all the difference in the world. I was exactly where you were when I started out. We all were, right? Anybody with inventions or business, we started somewhere. And there's nothing worse than speaking with somebody who's speaking at you and doesn't give you an opportunity to express yourself. And that's what I needed from you. I knew that you needed to feel comfortable. I knew that you weren't completely confident in, I don't know whether it was the product or the process, which nobody really is starting out. How are you if you haven't done it before? And it was such a pleasure, that conversation. I remember we went different places. We started talking about our children and life and all of those things. And, you know, I think those pieces are important when you're going to work with somebody.
Yes.
You know?
Definitely. Yeah, you made me feel comfortable. And, yeah, you're definitely family now. There's no way you can get rid of me.
Well, you're not going anywhere, because I want to make sure this product gets completed and put on the market, and it's really fabulous. When you guys see it, you're definitely going to want to buy it, whether you are a DIYer or not, or somebody else is making it for you. You'll definitely want to use this product or hand this off or sell it to or buy it for a friend or family member. Now they're freaking out. They're going, what is this thing? What is this product? I promise you will want it when it's done.
Definitely.
So
yeah, it's so exciting. It's so exciting.
Isn't the process exciting?
It is. I'm so amazed by this journey. I am really amazed by this journey. I'm so blessed. And I am like loving every step of this.
And it's a step by step. Isn't it? Tell everybody.
I love it so much.
It's a step by step process. And you have to love every minute of what you're doing, or it's hard work if you don't. You have to have a passion for what it is you're doing. You have to have a mindset that is strong and determined in order to do this, because it's not always easy. You know, it's not always easy, but when you love it, it feels like you've just taken another step towards the end goal, right? The end goal, which is development, manufacturing, and seeing it on the market.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal, I think, to everyone. Once they see this, they're going to be like the same thing like I was. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness, why wasn't this ever out here already? And it just feels good to know that, you know, I know that this is going to be successful.
It is going to be successful. So what's priceless?
Necessity.
It is a necessity. So what's priceless to me is when I see my clients walking through the process and they get another new thing, like yesterday, another new part of it, right? So when it starts to grow and come to life. So yesterday, when I showed you one part of it, that it was, you could actually see the structure and the body of it. I wish I was there to take a picture of your face, but your
But you
emotions,
could hear.
I heard all of
Yep.
it. I heard it. Your excitement. There's nothing better than that moment, I have to tell you. Well, the next
Yeah.
moment that's exciting is when it's actually manufactured. But the moment yesterday that you were able to seize was priceless.
It was good. I mean, I wasn't expecting that call from you, and so when I got the call, it was amazing to me. It just was like you're right. All of my emotions were there. It was me laughing, crying, and just like it was just all there, all good, of course, all good. It was just exciting to me. I was screaming, just a little bit of jumping up and down.
Oh yeah, yeah, I was too. I mean, when I started looking at the videos, we're talking about the engineer. My engineer actually completed the beginning stages of Val's prototype. For those of you who are just tuning in. And it was so outstandingly done, well prepared, actually almost a working prototype. And when you see it, you guys are going to feel exactly the way we feel. For those inventors out there who are listening, you'll understand the same feeling that Val had when she was able to actually see this almost working prototype.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
when I saw it and was able to convey it to you, I was teasing you a little bit yesterday, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were, and it was like it's because you were like, well, he's done it, the engineer, he's done it, and I'm like, and it just and you just kept on saying stuff, but it wasn't like you weren't telling me, and I was like,
I had to build it up. I had to build it up. I was like, I have good news for you. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's great news. And I have something to show you. Yeah. You're like, yeah. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
It was
amazing.
awesome.
And just as I said, your expression and I could hear every emotion in your voice. And that's the best part of having an idea is the best part of it is taking the steps, moving forward, and actually watching it come to life, seeing it come to life with your determination and your follow through. Because this couldn't happen unless you stuck with me and took the steps with me to make it happen. Couldn't happen.
Well,
If we didn't communicate, conversation is everything. Taking the steps to move it to the next level. You answer your emails, you communicate with me. Without that, we couldn't be here.
Yeah, it's amazing, and you made it easy for me, Lisa, really you did. And you still are making it it's just like it's amazing when you have an idea in your head and it goes from your head and then you see it actually physically. It's amazing, I called all my family yesterday.
Oh my God.
It's just amazing. This every little bit, and my daughter asked me, she said, "Are you gonna cry every time every time another step happens?" And probably, I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah, and you should be so proud of yourself because you are. You're taking the steps and you're helping to make the whole process easy for me, for our engineer, for our team. It just, this is what I'm talking about, the communication, the support that you get from your family, also the encouragement, because that's super important too. If you didn't have that encouragement from your family, where would you be also? How important is it to have that motivation and the inspiration from your family when you're down. Like your daughter said, "Come on, Mom, let's go." You know,
Yes.
you really got to pick up. You have a great product. Let's make it happen, Mommy.
Yeah, she's the best. She's amazing. I love her. She does so much to encourage. Like, I encourage her, of course.
I know you do. You're a great mommy.
But she's really like, I feel like she's beyond her years sometimes with the words that she says and things like that. She's doing the exact same thing you're doing with with the podcast stuff and everything.
Oh,
So
you should be so
very
proud. Yes, indeed. So proud.
I'm very proud of her.
Well,
Yeah.
you're proud of her. She's proud of you. And you just keep on doing what you're doing. You're a great mother and you're a great example. You know, you gave her the wherewithal, the desire to be the great entrepreneur that she has become. How old is she, 19?
Yeah, she just turned 19 on October 11th. October 11th, she turned 19, and she's doing her thing.
Good for her. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, honey.
Yeah, she's a good one. I mean, she's a good one. So I'm very proud of her.
That's awesome.
Very proud.
And you should be. You should be. So any words of advice before we wrap up? Words of wisdom, words of advice that you would share with other inventors like yourself from what you've learned?
Yeah, I do, actually. Well, first of all, when you call, expect Lisa to answer the phone, okay? She'll answer the phone. Her awesome, by the way. I think that you should be, patient. I think that patient is a good word because, like I said, I first got in touch with her in 2017. I didn't get back until 2019, but it's like, you need the patience to go through the process because it doesn't happen overnight. And trust Lisa. That's a huge deal. Just put your trust in her. She is real. She's valid. She's not like anything else out there.
Thank you, Val.
And it's all good. It's all good. It's all positive. And I think that you will do wonders when you hook up with Lisa.
Oh, that is the sweetest. Now I'm crying, honey. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. So much. And I'm honored to be working with you because you were not sure. Like you were just not ready to open up and to share your information and your product idea. And I'm so happy that you chose me to work with you and to help you along this incredible journey. You're such a pleasure to work with. And just, as I said, the communication is so key. You answer your calls, too, because that's important to me, too. It has to work both ways or it won't happen. This journey wouldn't be happening. So I thank you for those kind words, and I really appreciate you. I really do.
Oh, well, you're welcome. It's real. It's not, it's real. It's you. It's the truth.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do my best. I'm always going to tell you the truth.
Thank you.
Because you tell me the truth.
I always do. You know that is right. That's right. So the other thing is we're going to switch pages a little bit and switch gears a little bit and say, let's talk about, how about if you were to write a movie? I'm throwing you way off. If you were to write a movie, what would the name of the movie be?
Gates Avenue.
What's it called?
Gates Avenue.
Gates Avenue. Okay, that sounds like someplace in Brooklyn.
It is.
Okay.
It's where I grew up.
I know Gates Avenue.
It's where I grew up. It's where my mom taught me how to sew.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Gates Avenue. Okay, who would play you? What actress would play you?
Oh, see, I'm giving myself I'm being really generous.
Oh, let's go. What is it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Let me see. Who would play me? I'm thinking, well, I don't know who would play me. It's just so many I'm thinking of right now. I think it would be, I don't know.
That's all right. You don't have to, I see you as a powerhouse. I see you as a sleeping giant. quiet, but you got a lot going on. You have a lot going on, and you are steadfast. You are on a mission. I think it would be you playing you.
I think so too.
It would be you playing you.
It would definitely be me.
Nobody could do your role, honey. So, and the next question is, if you were stuck on a deserted island and you could not have a family member with you, what would you choose to be with you on that deserted island?
What would I choose?
Could be what, who, it could be just anybody, just not a family member.
You.
Oh, man. Wow.
And that's because you have, let me tell you why, because you.
Oh, my God, Val.
Because I'm where I am today because of your guidance.
Oh, my gosh.
God
Thank you.
brought me to you. God
Oh,
brought
my
me
gosh.
to you.
Thank you so much.
And
that is
sorry, but I would definitely pick you. You'd be stuck with me. Like I said.
I would be with
put
you.
Our brains together.
I would be with
put our
you.
brains together to get off that island.
We would move mountains, honey, and God would be with both of us, and He would have us in His hands, and we'd be able to get off of there and just we'd be creative while we're there, wouldn't we be?
Mm-hmm,
we'd be creating and inventing and making changes to the.
We have the same birthday.
We do. That's right, August 28th. Isn't that something?
Yeah, we have the same birthday, so we already I feel like we were meant to be
yes,
meant.
And Brooklyn in the house, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. I love it. I love it.
Bed-Stuy.
Oh my gosh, loving it. Handball courts, right?
Yep.
Handball and innovation, loving it.
Stick ball and everything.
That's right, Skelly. Stoop ball. Now we're going back. I love it. I miss that about Brooklyn. I miss that about New York.
Yeah, me too. Double Dutch. I miss that.
Oh, when we get out of this COVID thing, we are definitely going to meet up and play some Double Dutch. We're going to jump. We're going to jump Double Dutch.
Yes.
You know, I still play jacks.
Oh, me too.
I play jacks in the house.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We're just going to have to. We have to have a block party.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
We have to have a block party.
Yes, we'll have a block party, honey. Let's do this. Anyway, listen, sweetheart, we have had such a wonderful journey. Again, thank you for choosing me in so many ways. And I'm glad that God put you in my life. You're truly a blessing, a perfect client, and a family friend now. And thank you. Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
And I will see you next Monday on Motivational Monday.
Okay, I will see you then.
All right, sweetie. Keep on doing what you're doing. Until next time.
Okay.
All right. Take care, Val. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Val James, what a wonderful person. She, shyer than the day is long, but she's come out of her shell. She's created an amazing product that is going to knock your socks off. I promise you that. And just loved having her on. She's just so her genuine self. She's kind, mild-mannered, but she's no joke at the same time. She's not playing. She said, I'm getting this product done. Let's do it. I know it's going to cost money. I know it's going to take a minute. You have to have patience. And she's a warrior. So I really thank God for having her on the show. She was amazing. So listen, if any of you ever want to get on my show on the Inventress Podcast, please don't hesitate to call me, email me. My phone number is 732-647-5433. And like Val said, I actually answered the phone. My email is info@inventingatoz.com. Website, inventingatoz.com. Until next time, please continue to lift each other up, 2 hands at a time, and sometimes you just gotta use your foot. Peace.